Hi, hope you're having a great day. I'm back with part 2 of my influences, and as soon as I finished the video yesterday, I finished yesterday's video, I was like, oh yeah! 2 other main influences came to mind, and so I'm quickly doing a part 2 here. The first one that came to mind was folk songs from the Tatar culture, so that's my background. And when I was young, we would sing those songs at home, as well as with my grandparents and my aunts and the community. And those songs, not as much lyrically, but definitely melody-wise and just chords. They have a lot of this like minor. For those of you familiar with music, you know what I mean, but they use a lot of minor chords. But if you're not that familiar with music, minor key is kind of a little more like solemn and thoughtful, maybe sometimes a little sad too, although there are some ways you can make minor songs not sound so sad. But I think I got a lot of influence there from those types of music. I was in choirs and was even asked to sing on a children's album when I was a child, and we did that. So there was a lot of that Tatar music for me growing up, and there are some songs that have kind of the Growtharmonic themes. There's one that talks about a young eagle who is flying through the storm and doesn't give up, and he knows that the people that, you know, keep going and persevere, like for them, the sun always shines, right? It's kind of that metaphor. He'll get to the sunny side again. So there are some songs, but a lot of them were more just like spring is coming and drip, 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 the icicles are melting and those types of fun ones as a young kid. Or in our garden, there's strawberries that grow, like those songs. And my favorite one growing up was about a butterfly, which I've started translating a couple times. I might finish it as a project for English, but there's just, when you translate, there's so many layers. I love translating songs from other languages, but there's not only the rhyme and the grammar of the language, but there's also some expressions that are really hard to translate. So those are kind of projects when I take them on, but I enjoy that. So Tatar folk songs, I'd say, was a big influence for me. And then I missed a huge category yesterday, which sometimes I get embarrassed about and sometimes I'm really proud of. And now I'm leaning more towards the pride that I embrace and love Disney songs. And recently, the Barbie songs from the movies that my daughters are watching have been really great too. And I've got to say to those companies that I'm glad they're on board with also Growtharmonic themes, that young girls, especially with the, oh, battery low. Let's see what happens. Okay, hope that didn't bother you guys too much. That these themes for young girls, especially that are into the princesses, starting from when I was young, my favorite one used to be Ariel. And just kind of like, if you're not happy with your life as it is now and you want to go for something, like, go for it. And so there was this whole thing like, I want more, I want to be where the people are, I want to see them dancing, right? So that was one of my favorite songs, Part of Your World, as a young girl. And I stopped watching some of the Disney movies for a while because they got really kind of violent, like with Pocahontas and Mulan and all of those. Like, it was all about like fighting and war, which I get, part of history, and they did have good morals to them too, but I wasn't into all the fighting scenes. So like Alan Menken and Howard Ashman and, oh no, my battery's gonna die. All right, so those writers, and then more recently, I feel like there was kind of this rebirth of inspiring, really beautifully written and powerful songs for girls especially, but for young children around the Frozen era and into in canto, like talking about our emotions, talking about overcoming fears. As much as Let It Go was played and played and played and people got sick of it, it's a really beautifully written song, and some of the translations in other languages are so beautiful too. And when I retranslate the translations back into English, I think some of them are even better, like the meanings, like I believe in myself, I can do it, and those types of things. So and Barbie recently. The Barbie movies have these really great morals also, like, you know, I've been hiding and I haven't wanted to put myself out there, but now I'm gonna shine. Like, what if I stopped hiding, and what if I stepped into my light, and those types of themes. So before my battery's out completely, I'll wrap there with the Tatar kind of folkish minors, but also the Disney messages, especially in recent years, have fused their way into my music. Okay, have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.